another episode of BFR Does Metallicas.
More Metallica.
That's what we're doing. We're gonna keep doing this.
It's like a never-ending Metallica thing.
It's a little painful at this point, though.
Well, we're in that. That's where we're at now.
We're getting somewhere right now.
We've reached the beginning
of the end. You guys remember the Black Album?
I remember that.
That came out in '91.
Yes, I like that one.
Right? What the fuck happened? You know what happened? Metallica rode the success of that album and didn't release another album for another five years. It was '96, I think, when this album came out. And this album is called
Load. So the first thing you have to understand about what happened here is you gotta turn this guy around.
What do you have to understand?
And you look at them, and their hair is cut.
Yep.
They cut their hair. They started dressing really, really weird, like weird shirts with collars.
Yeah.
Fur coats. And
hanging out, smoking cigars, and drawing on their eyeliner.
Yeah, eyeliner. Metallica with short hair and eyeliner. It took them 6 years to produce that and change into that. And
they called it Load.
Yeah,
a load of shit or a load in your fucking face. Whatever load it was a load that you did not want to swallow. Oh, hey, that was good. Look at that. I did something funny there. Look at that. That was terrible.
I can't express my disappointment.
Grab my... Oh, hi, guys.
In words. I can't.
No, this is clearly the biggest change in Metallica's career at this point. I mean, the Black Album was very different than what came before it,
but still good.
It was still a metal album. It was well produced. I already said it. It was a metal album.
Right.
They were still doing metal. They kind of went more into groove metal than thrash metal. But it worked. They were still writing great songs.
Right. It was kind of a combination of the two. There was some groove on there, but it was still mostly mainstream thrash, and that was okay. They got by with it. I liked it still.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I love that album. It's a great album.
This one
is not a great album.
They took that groove metal thing to the next level.
They took it to the fucking swamp. Is where they took it.
And they also started trying to add in other influences,
which are also terrible,
like more of a bluesy vibe.
Oh yeah.
And the C word.
Cunt.
No, the other C word.
Oh, Christopher.
Other C word. You were closer the first time.
Cactuses. Cacti.
Country.
Oh, I had cunt right. I just forgot the re.
I said you were close.
I forgot the re. There's always a re on the end of a cunt. Why are you saying... What the... It's him! It's his fucking fault. Elmer the Nutholder came back for another show, and he's making me say dirty things. Now, please, let's... First of all, let's talk about the album cover. I want to talk about the album cover for a second.
All right, well, they can see it there, too.
It's up. There it is. You see it?
All right, well, I don't need to show you.
This fucking thing, it's like, seriously. Oh, it's still gross.
Yeah, it is.
It's blood mixed with a little mangak.
Yes.
And that's the fucking cover of their album.
That's what you're looking at right there. In case you didn't know.
Oh, my God.
That's what that is.
And they fucking named it Load.
And what did they do? They took like two pieces of glass or something and just squished it.
Yeah, probably something like that.
And then that's why it spread out like that.
It's always a good idea to do that. Yeah, mix a little fucking blood and spunk and get a great album.
I mean, unless you're going to put that under a microscope for some kind of medical purpose, you should never do that.
No, especially in the cover of a fucking metal album.
Right.
It's not a metal album.
Right.
Good job.
Maybe it's not Metallica at all.
Oh, is there a theory that it's not Metallica?
Well, look at the logo.
It's
not the same.
Oh, see, I see what...
changed it.
All right. Or it is the same Metallica, and they just fucking lost the plot completely and decided to write garbage.
I think that's what happened.
Okay, let's go with that.
It's not parallel universe. Metallica somehow switched places with our Metallica.
Like somewhere on some other planet, on some other Earth,
right?
Like Earth version 18 has the Metallica that should have existed.
Right, and on Earth 33, from the mid '90s to present, they're getting really good Metallica music, and we got these guys.
We got a node right in our hand.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Ew. Weird, but
you picked it up and you held it in your hand. You went, "Oh, look at that! It's fucking nut and blood. This is gonna be a great fucking album." I'm sorry to spoil this for you kids. It's a fucking terrible album.
It really, really is.
We're not going to say much good about it because it's a fucking piece of garbage. It's okay.
However, there are a handful of songs on here that are okay. So we're going to break the Metallica review tradition here. We're not going to go song by song.
No.
We're just going to point out the handful of songs that are actually pretty good. Go first.
We're going to give them the 50-50 right off the bat. The album opens with Ain't My Bitch. Doesn't really sound like a Metallica song.
It's kind of dumb lyrically, honestly.
But you know what?
It's not...
It grooves a little bit. It jams a little bit. It's still kind of heavy.
It tricks you for a little bit into thinking that you might have another Black album on your hands.
Yeah.
Musically.
Until the next song, and the next song, and the next song. But okay, and not these, because there are some good songs in this right up front.
So do I have to pick one now?
It's just get one in your face. Get a load in your face, Bernie.
Well, I don't like 2x4 much. Or that one.
Was he too big for you?
Let's go with Until It Sleeps, which I think was. I don't even know what you said. I've gotten to the point where I don't.
You ignore me now?
Yeah.
Seriously?
You start laughing. I'm like, what did you laugh at?
Alright, well, whatever. Watch this laughter. Laughter.
We need a laugh track.
Oh, we do? We do that?
You can. You can edit one in.
Oh, I'm going to do a laugh track. Okay. What's it? You said Until It Sleeps.
Which is, I think, the first single.
I believe it was the first single.
And actually got you kind of a little bit excited for what Metallica was going to do.
Yeah.
It was different.
It's very different. It's very different.
You know, they do their slow songs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're good. They've always been pretty good. They're slower paced songs, like The Unforgiven and the last album.
Right.
And that's what this is. This is kind of your slower paced song. What we didn't know was that every song was going to be like this or worse.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when VH1, because it was VH1 at the time, I think MTV had already started kind of...
They already jumped the shark.
Shitting on videos a little bit. So I was watching VH1 before I went to school in the morning, and this video came on. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Metallica, it's Metallica. And then, like, okay, their hair is short. Who cares? Who cares? People cut their hair. They get old and stupid, like Bernie. Oh, so he still has... Okay, so Bernie didn't get the memo, but...
That doesn't mean I got any smarter.
No, you're not smart.
It definitely doesn't mean.
But they had shorter hair, and that was fine. And then it showed Lars behind the drums, and I'm like, hey, that's Lars. He's a little balder, and he's wearing fucking mascara or something.
Yeah.
He's wearing eyeliner, and he's like jamming out like it's fucking like 1972. Like he's in a fucking like a glam band from the early 70s or from the mid 80s. Like what the fuck? But the song is pretty good.
The song is
solid.
Yeah.
It was a great way to lure you into buying this because they didn't. They did what you might expect them to do post Black, but then they blew down your face every fucking time you listen to another song.
They tricked us. They tricked you.
It's a bait and switch.
You were deceived.
Classic bait and switch. 3 million of you people bought this fucking album. Or 5 million, or whatever it was.
Yeah, I think it was 5 for this one.
It was probably a #1 album.
It absolutely was.
And it's your fault. Because you didn't stop Lars Ulrich from wearing fucking mascara. Nobody told him that was a bad idea. That his face still looked like a fucking puckered poo hole.
I have no follow-up for that. That's pretty good. Every word you said was right.
Okay, good. Well, that's what it was. And that's what this album is. But go ahead. What's the wait, I'm gonna
it's your turn.
Wait, let me look here. The House that Jack built.
Meh.
I like it. He doesn't so much like it. I like it. It's kind of a slow burn. There are a few payoffs in there. It's kind of hard to like talk about like what's good and what's bad on this album because I mean like the stuff that is clearly decent, which is up front in the album, I think.
It's front-loaded album, sure.
The rest, like, well, by the time you get to the second half of the album, if it would be like a record, you flip that thing over and then scrape your fucking eyeballs out for the next 45 minutes of your life. Because this album is front-loaded. They kind of fooled you into thinking, we're going to do a lighter black.
You're waiting for something good to happen.
And it doesn't.
It doesn't ever happen.
No.
In fact, it just gets worse.
Yeah, no.
Like, it's 80 minutes of
it's fucking terrible.
Disappointment.
It's fucking terrible. I hate it. This album, like, this is like a good blueprint for my entire life. It's really good for like 5 songs, and it sucks for the rest of it.
I thought you were gonna say blooper, because this kind of is a blooper.
Oh, it is a blooper. Yeah, yeah. Metallica broke up for 10 years. This is just their blooper reel.
Metallica outtakes. Part 1.
Bitch.
There's 3 parts to this blooper reel.
Go there, yes, there is.
And this is part 1.
Oh, god damn it, the hell.
Part 2 and 3.
Let's face it, it's not the worst thing in the fucking world. It's not the best thing in the world.
It's not metal.
But it's pretty terrible.
It's not metal. I mean, they call themselves, you said it yourself, the word metal is in their name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so how do you fuck it up that badly?
And they didn't do any metal.
No, because they sucked.
They stopped making metal.
They sucked. They started eating assholes. That's what I heard.
Possibly.
If it's somewhere in the cover is an asshole. Look for it. There's an asshole in the cover somewhere.
It must be inside.
It's Lars's asshole. It looks like his face.
Well, then how do you know?
You don't. It could be his face or his asshole. You don't even know. I'm going with asshole. Because it had more hair than his head. I don't know what that means.
All right. I'm going to try to pick another song.
You really hate this album.
I know. All right, I can pick another song. I didn't like the one he picked. I don't like. That's not a winner for me.
I like it.
The house that Jack built.
It's good.
King Nothing.
King Nothing is good.
It is a kind of good song.
It is good. It is good, and I mean, that's another like slow burner for a while. I think until it gets cooking.
It is, but it definitely falls more into the metal category than most of the songs on this album. It's less groove.
Okay.
The bluesy country thing that they were trying to introduce into this thing. It's not there.
That's a whole other topic right there.
It's certainly not speed metal, but it's still kind of classifies as metal.
At some point during the recording sessions, either Lars or Kirk or somebody found like an old record, an old 78 record from like the 50s, from like Chet Atkins or I don't know who's that, you know, guy?
Chuck Berry?
Whatever. Don't make fun of me, you asshole. Whatever. Some like old like fucking country album.
Oh no, that's a country.
Of like pure standards and garbage. So they found it and listened to it and said, you know what? Let's start mixing in a little country and a little down south bayou swamp rock into our fucking metal. No, it doesn't fucking work for anybody. What are you doing?
Those kinds of music already have a name.
Oh my god.
And your kind of music already has a name. And when you put them together, you can't still call it metal.
No,
because it's not anymore.
No,
you broke metal.
They definitely broke metal.
They completely broke.
They broke metal. There's no double bass on this album worth talking about. Like Lars slowed down.
I don't think he ever lifted his arms higher than like right now.
No, he stock rocked the entire fucking album. And you know what? It's not Lars's fault because they weren't writing riffs that made you want to play fast. There's no energy behind their riffs.
Nope.
It's just me, just fucking whine. Look what I'm doing with my fingers. I don't know what that fucking means.
And how many years did it take him to destroy the entire genre of music?
How many years?
6, right?
It was like, 91 and 96, like 5 years.
5 years.
In 5 years, they ruined all of thrash music.
To deconstruct thrash speed metal.
Yeah, but all the other stupid fucking bands in the genre tried to follow them and did bad fucking shit.
Yep, they did.
Anthrax went with John Bush and did 4 or 5 albums of like...
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
It was still metal. It was still metal.
It was bad.
But it was
not good metal. It was.
I don't know what they were trying to do. Some of it still, they're like a couple songs during their career, they were trying to like reclaim that like rap metal kind of thing in the 90s and 2000s, and it failed every fucking time because you didn't have a rap artist. You just decided you wanted to fucking do it.
And they can't do it on their own.
Just like they decided to dress up in their mommy's clothing and get bad fucking hairdos and wear sunglasses and smoke cigars and stick them up their fucking ass and say, we don't want to fucking record songs that matter anymore. We're done. We already made all the money we could possibly make. Fuck this album and fuck our fans and fuck the people who are going to come see us on tour, because we're not going to play any of the old songs. We're going to play all the fucking new songs. We're going to play fucking 2x4 58 times in a fucking row. And you got to fucking watch the goddamn thing. You imagine spending that kind of money? Like in 1996, you're like, I'm going to see Metallica, this is going to be fucking great. And you spend like $150 fucking dollars on a fucking front row fucking thing, and you see Lars come out, and he looks like Freddie Mercury in the 80s, and his fucking hair's all gone, and he's wearing a fur fucking coat.
And it's 80 degrees out.
He's like, oh, here's fucking For Whom the Bell Tolls. And like 28 grandmothers in the parking lot started doing a hootenanny and fucking like swinging around in their arms and like doing a fucking barn dance. Fucking, I can't even, I hate this fucking album, sorry. Jesus Christ, you stop, you guys.
Are there any more good songs on this album? In your opinion.
Let me see, wait. Oh, I like King Nothing. We didn't talk
I
about...
said that one.
Oh, Hero of the Day. Hero of the Day I liked. I liked it. It was okay.
No, it's terrible. It's the worst.
It was okay. It was another slow burn. Nothing you'd ever say about Metallica was ever a slow burn until this album. Yeah. And now it just all burns fucking slow. It all burns slow.
Burned down.
It's like one of your fucking buddies didn't fucking pass the pipe quick enough and he burnt all that shit in a bowl, and then you get it, you take a big fucking fat hit of garbage. That's what this album does to you.
That's what happens.
You take a big fat hit of garbage in your mouth.
It's garbage, alright.
Ooh, man.
It is garbage.
Skunk weed. This album is fucking skunk weed, dirt weed.
Okay, you were wrong. That's not a good song.
Oh, wait, it wasn't wrong.
Let me pick one that is good.
Oh, you're not going to make that out.
Might take me a minute.
Okay, good. Wait for his old eyeballs to fucking focus.
No, I can see perfectly. I just can't find one that I like.
Good song.
Alright, I can't pick another good one. There's 14 songs on this, 80 minutes long, and that's it, we're done. We picked all the songs that were like really, really good. There's a couple decent points on a couple of these.
Yeah,
I'll point out Mama Said. Which is funny because it is they went all in on the country on that one.
That went down the wrong
They went all in on the country on that one.
It's 100% a country song.
But the vibe is there. It sounds good.
It's kind of miserable.
It's miserable. Yeah.
It's kind of
miserable song, and I don't care what style of music it is. If you write a miserable enough song, I'm gonna like it.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that classifies.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with that either. For some reason, it's by far one of the best songs on the second half of the album.
There's nothing else that's any good on the second half of the
album. Even though it is Metallica,
they're all bad. In case anyone cares, I'll say them. Cure, Poor Twisted Me, Wasting My Hate, Thorn Within, Ronnie.
Who the fuck is that guy even? Who's that?
It's the worst song on the second half.
That's terrible.
And the Outlaw Torn, which if that song was 3 minutes long instead of 9, it might be a good song.
Maybe. It's still not right. There's nothing right about this. The guitar tone is totally fucking wrong. Kirk Hammett's solos are nothing but wah pedal. Now, we discussed the wah pedal before. Yeah, this entire thing, it's constant wah.
Yes, there's a no right there. This is the first album, and for the next 3, this one and the 2 that follow, that they actually allowed him to play rhythm guitar on it, on the studio recordings.
Yeah, that didn't work.
For the first 5 albums, Hetfield recorded all the guitars except for the solos by himself to make it feel and sound tighter.
Right.
He finally got to play, and he blew it.
This is what happened.
It's just not great.
He said, "Let me put wah on every lick I write.
Not just the solos now.
Everything.
Everything.
Let me pull this out of my pocket quick. Oh, it's a fucking slide. I'm gonna put it on my finger here and slide around.
Yep, there's slide guitar.
What the fuck? You're not CCR, guys. You're fucking Metallica. We expect something much more from you than what this is.
Entire solo is just slide.
I can't believe Elektra didn't take them out in the parking lot and shoot them in the fucking head.
Well, they probably wanted to until they sold 5 million albums.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess when that happens, yeah. I guess when you have a name as big as Metallica, it's always going to sell albums. Yeah. And this one did. But seriously, guys, from the front cover to these fucking old men on the back cover smoking cigars.
We should have known. We should have known better.
How do you know this is going to... It's over. It's fucking over. It's over. Samson cut his hair and lost his fucking power, or his hair was taken, or whatever the fuck. And their hair was taken... And they also fell into that same category.
And they found eyeliner.
They found eyeliner. So Freddie Mercury thanks you for finding his eyeliner, Lars, you fucking asshole. But apart from that, the album is literally shit. Yeah. It's shit.
Handful of songs that are
It's maybe a 40-60 album.
Yeah, easily 40-60.
And that's as good as it gets.
Even the good parts are buried within an 8-minute long song that's no good.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah. And once we come back next week.
This week, I think. Next week.
This week, okay.
Yeah,
whatever week.
Next week.
We're gonna discuss the follow up to this, which is basically a bunch of songs they didn't think were good enough to put on this or something like.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Didn't they just record like 50 songs and then just?
Yeah, it's kind of the ones that didn't belong on this album, So we hated this. You can imagine what's coming next.
Oh, it gets even fucking worse. And even after these, there's one that is. That's even worse.
It's
than
its
this.
own story. It's its own story. Well, stay tuned, YouTube land.
YouTube land. Or don't stay tuned, because what do you want to hear? Do you want to hear us fucking rant and rave about how much of a piece of shit every Metallica album is after this?
Well, they listened to us praise the last 5, so
okay, well,
this is comeuppance. This is
even
time
Bet,
to get even.
Even Bette Midler got it right a couple times.
I'm not aware of that.
Drink to Bette Midler.
Bette Midler. All right.
The Rose, son.
The Rose. That was a character in Spider-Man comics, I think.
Shut up.
It was Kingpin's kid.
Stop. Would you stop talking? Were you Kevin Smith now? With your long fucking hair, your facial hair and shit? He's fatter than you.
Not by much anymore. Lost a lot of weight.
But we discussed this, haven't we? It's pretty much over now.
Yeah, we're gonna close it out here for this week.
It's fucking terrible.
If you've never heard this,
hate it.
Don't bother.
I hate it.
I
hate it.
But chances are they all know.
I hate it.
They know.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Metallica and Company.
Come back.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, well, please come back.
Yeah, come back for a little more Metallica.
Just to see us rage out about the next piece of fucking shit that Metallica's gonna make you pay fucking $12.99 for, and you're gonna go home and you're gonna beat your fucking sister to death in the fucking bathroom because she's trying to comb her hair. And you're like, no, get the fuck out of here! I have to take a shit. I heard a new Metallica album. It makes my bowels hurt.
That'd be a good song. Write that down.
Right there. There you go. That's the song title. We're done now. That was a load. That was a load in your fucking faces. But thanks for coming along. We got more next time. I'm Chris.
I'm Bernie.
And we're going to do it again. So thanks for coming along. Come along next time.
See you later.
Have some load.
Yeah.